What's up, guys? Tyler here. I'm about to do a charcoal drawing and basically explain how charcoal has recently set me free as an artist. So I've got this little cup of willow charcoal that I shaved myself. Don't really know what the plan is or what I'm doing, but figure let's be a little messy and play around here. And some willow charcoal. For those who don't know, I've barely touched charcoal my whole life. I've only touched it before this recent spur of inspiration. I've only touched it probably less than 10 times, honestly. And it might sound like I'm exaggerating, but I'm really not. It's a form of art that I've absolutely always loved. But honestly, my inspiration comes on and off when it comes to artwork. So recently, I don't know why, I've just had a huge stroke of inspiration of wanting to lean into my crafts and get better at art. I really love when that type of thing happens, because now I can continue doing what I feel like I was put on earth to do, which is to create. I've only recently started really studying, or at least looking at some people that I really like, and trying to learn from them with this charcoal stuff. Again, I've always loved charcoal, always. But I've never really dabbled in it too much on my own. Here I've got some compressed charcoal, it's a medium. I'm a tattoo artist by trade, and the thing about being a tattoo artist is we're always pretty much designing for customers. Obviously, all it takes is if I want to design for myself to do it. But I personally have been focusing on all these things like t-shirt business and all these other random things, and always leave art on the back burner. It's never like in the forefront for me, and I don't like that. I don't like that I do that to myself. So it's almost like a revisiting where I was always meant to be and wasn't ever meant to leave. I always felt a lack. I've always felt that I should be doing it, but I was always sidetracked with other stuff in life. And then all of a sudden, now I get this inspiration, which has been absolutely fantastic. Because now I'm finally getting back to where I belong, doing art for myself. So one thing I'm still learning with this charcoal is to get as many different layers of shades as possible. And the thing about charcoal And why it's so expressive is because you can do that, because of the nature of how this little piece of burnt wood acts and reacts, and it's fantastic. As for my reference, I'm not actually trying to copy it exactly. I never feel, you know, those artists that do an amazing job doing photorealism is very cool. I really, really like how and what they do. But in all honesty, I just feel like, why not just take a photo? It's just, for me, it's just not the type of artwork that I care for. And me personally, I'd rather take something and just create a bit of abstractness out of it. Because that, I don't know, that's, to me, that's art. The other, when it's just photorealistic and stuff, that's skill. And sure, it's artistic, but to be able to transform it into something still different than the actual photo, I find to be more fun. And that's just my personal preference. Everyone can do however they want or think how they want. And not to say that's not art. This is just the type of art that I prefer to try to create. And the beautiful thing about getting back into what you love and what you're meant to do is it is so freeing, which is the whole point of this video. Let me tell you, once I started getting back into all of this, it made me realize how much I freaking missed art and just creating. It feels incredible to be able to do this. I stopped leaning in on my skills, on what I, have a knack for comparatively. I would love to be a musician, but I suck at music. I am way more capable at the visual arts. So it feels amazing to come back to where I'm supposed to be. And just creating something out of a white piece of paper is such an amazing feeling.
When I say that charcoal has brought freedom back in my life, what I mean by that is, when I actually draw this charcoal drawing, all time disappears. I get absorbed into this work and this piece of art and just having fun with it. I don't even know about anything else except for that moment where I'm just trying to create something out of nothing. This is a type of freedom that I don't feel I can experience any other way than by art. There's other types of freedom, like travel, going wherever you want to go, but when it comes to actually creation and being completely absorbed by the canvas in front of you, there's no other better feeling than that. And I am so happy that I have this inspiration that brought me back to start jumping back into creation. When I do it, I'm happy and I feel light. I don't know. It's indescribable.
This is like the finalizing details. And this is where the piece starts to really shine, I think. You know how with an art piece it's sort of ugly duckling for a long, long time until eventually it's not. The ugly duckling phase. But I love watching it all come together. and culminate near the end. I think that's good for now. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if this is something of interest. If there's anything that you guys want to see me do or learn about with charcoal, just let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.